Usually the ice is supposed to stay cold during the season. However, the ice has been heating up with the NHL playoffs coming right up now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right here with NHL Keeping Score. Hello everybody and welcome to NHL Keeping Score. I'm Makai Winfrey, and I said last time that we did an NHL show that we wouldn't be doing Beyond the Blue Line anymore and we would be switching to Keeping Score, but that didn't stop us from bringing back some of your favorite characters from the last cast. So why don't we talk to them? First, we got Joe. Joe, how are you feeling today?
Well, my Rangers took a Game 1 dub, and you're back from the doctor, so I couldn't be happier.
Like to hear that. Ro, what are you feeling?
Well, this year I will say Devils aren't in playoffs. Makes it a stupid playoffs. I don't really want to talk about it.
And Caden, I gotta ask, how are you feeling?
I'm so hyped. I'm not gonna lie. Every matchup, this NHL offseason really is stacked. It's really gonna be a fun ride. I'm just here to enjoy it.
Well, instead of getting right into the games, why don't we first talk about who's somebody who shouldn't be here, right? So you guys were tasked with giving me a team that you guys don't think deserves to be in their playoff spot, and that kind of sticks out from the rest. So we're going to start on the far end. On the close end, actually. We're going to start with Joe again. Joe.
All right. So, team that shouldn't be here, I think it's a really obvious answer. The Red Wings should have got that wild card spot. It's the Caps. There's no way that they should be here. They don't deserve it. The Red Wings are the better team. The Rangers are kind of proving that because they absolutely cakewalked them in Game 1. So, I don't think that they have the depth or the skill or the youth in itself to actually make a run. So they would be better off rebuilding.
Yeah,
I totally agree because when we got tasked with this, I was going to say the Caps too, but then you were like, "Oh, we'll take the Cap." I'm taking the Caps, and I was like, "All right, fine, I'll take someone else."
The other thing is, it's like Detroit had a really. They didn't have a good end to the season. They were playing much better in the middle and beginning of the season than they were towards the end. And of course, they had injuries that they were dealing with towards the end. But it was a really close race, and it just happened to be the worst team. I saw this meme that is like, sometimes the worst team just wins.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel about the Caps getting in.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to harp on the Caps too much here with rebuilding, but I noticed a trend in their team that their team has been kind of steadily going down since their Stanley Cup victory about, 5 years ago, you guys
Yeah.
They've kind of steadily fallen out of that top team status. I assume they're not making
that
it
just
here.
comes with Ovi getting older, and he's he had a really bad start to this season.
Yeah.
And they held Ovi to 0 shots in the game last night. That is the third time in playoff history that Ovi has been held to 0 shots.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's an incredible statistic. But Ro, we're going to move to you. Who do you think should not be in the playoffs?
All right, so I'm taking a little bit more of a hot take here. I'm saying the reigning champs, the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, you see the Vegas Golden Knights, they weren't doing the greatest this season. 4 Stanley Cup champions, they were doing terrible. And you saw how they cheated the deadline and with trades and stuff. How do you get Thomas Hertl from the Sharks for David Edstrom and a first-round pick? You'd think the Sharks would be trying to keep their solid core, but I guess not, right? And with Mark Stone, he hasn't played since February 20th because of a lacerated spleen. Now, I'm no doctor, but I have no clue what that means. I don't know. Mark Stone's been placed under LTIR, which you guys know what that means, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much just you saying that this player's going to be out for a long time and we're not going to pay him. And he's done this the last 2 years, and as soon as playoffs come rolling along, he's rolling along too. And as soon as Shea Theodore came back from LTIR, you know who they put on LTIR? You guys know it, Jack Eichel. I don't think Jack Eichel got injured at all. I think they just needed cap space.
No, they didn't. Yeah, none of them got injured.
Exactly.
Not to play devil's advocate, but can you blame them for they found a loophole in the system and now they're just abusing it? If the Rangers were doing it or if the Devils were doing it, you'd be happy. I feel like there's a lot of things in sports where as fans we go there and be like, oh, that team sucks for doing this, but then it's if we did it, we'd be happy.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. But
know.
still.
I think, though, like, they're finding a loophole in the system, and that's pretty impressive, but they've been doing it year after year, and eventually I think the NHL should catch on and make it so there's not a loophole anymore.
Well, we talk about loopholes with the Golden Knights, but Caden, you know, I wanna go to you real quick because I know who your pick is, and I gotta ask: is there a loophole there?
Don't even get me started on the overtime loss point. I hate it. It's the worst thing to happen to hockey, maybe ever. No, but it is really, it turns the tide. The Islanders are my pick for who I think do not belong, and they definitely do not. The Islanders had 16 overtime loss points. That's 16 free points, and that takes them. They have 94 points they finished the season off with. They finished third in the Metro. Without the overtime loss points, they finished behind the Devils in 7th place.
Wow, that really sucks.
Not, yeah, that's really bad. They would not even be close to the playoffs. Also, I'm sorry, but I like a certain type of playoff team. Watching the Islanders play hockey is like watching paint dry. It's the most boring thing I've ever seen in my entire thing. Just pepper shots from the outside, hope one goes in, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
You think that there's a better team that should have made it?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, the Islanders don't make it, then, like, you can get either the Red Wings or the Penguins, teams that are, like, more exciting to watch in the playoffs than the Islanders. Let's be for real. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
Well, we've said who we think should not be there, but why don't we talk about all of the games specifically just a little bit, just to see who our analysts think will win these matchups. We are going to start with our first matchup, which is going to be in the Western Conference. We're going to start there. We have the Golden Knights versus the Edmonton Oilers. What do we think here? What do you guys say about it?
Well, I mean, there's a little common theme with the games in 6, but I definitely have the Oilers taking this one. I mean, they're so much better than
Yeah,
the
and
Kings.
Stuart Skinner's really been stepping it up. Like,
Yeah,
last year he
yeah.
was a joke. This year he's been really stepping up.
Yeah, so and then the Kings had a great start to the season. You know, they were really going. They really had it, the chemistry locking in, and you know everything was going for them. But I don't know what happened. They just fell apart. And for a second, I was afraid they weren't even going to make the playoffs. At that middle of the season when they started to slow down, I was like, there's no way that they're going to make it because, you know, the West has been so good.
It's no coincidence that they slowed down when Connor McDavid got injured. Just like to point that out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I picked the Kings, but here's why I said that. I think they could get it going. You saw the playoff series last year between these two teams. I think the Kings could really step up and like, this is one of my picks where I'm trying to go with the underdog, and I think they can step up and take this one from the Oilers. You know, the Oilers have a lot of problems that they still need to work out if they really want to be like who they should be. Let's be for real. They're like,
Yeah.
if you look at the team on paper, who they should be is not who they are. And
Yeah, you're right.
They still got a lot of things to work out, and I think the Kings can kind of take advantage of that and sneak this one out.
I will say the Kings are like the Rangers if you took away Panarin. Like, they're a really solid team, but I do think they're still looking for that guy to take the big spot. Like, you don't know, like, is it Kopitar? Is it Doherty? Like, you don't know at this point, and someone should.
Yeah, the thing, I mean, Kopitar he's just getting old. Kopitar's getting really old. So, I mean, his window's closing. They already got 2 cups out of him. So, I mean, you know.
True.
So, do I see them still doing it with him? I really don't think they're young enough. Quentin Byfield has been great, though.
Yeah,
You know,
he's been phenomenal.
him and Lafreniere had a big breakout season.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Other than that, I mean, the Oilers, besides their defense and goaltending, has stepped it up. As you said, Stuart Skinner's been a lot better. But they have the goal scorers. They have all that. It's just they just got to tighten it up.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like with teams like the Oilers, it's like those sloppy little mistakes that like tear apart the lineup. They start to build, and I feel like if the Kings really take advantage of that, then this series could swing the other way so quickly. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to quickly apologize. I think I have my matchups written down a little wrong here, but we're going to keep it in the West, and we're going to move to, I believe it's the Golden Knights and Canucks. Am I incorrect with that matchup, or am I correct?
I think that's
Golden Knights. No, the Canucks played. The Canucks played the Predators.
Okay. So then I don't know how I have this all messed up, but
That's
we're
okay.
going to move to our next
We're
matchup
all
here.
right. Yeah. So Canucks in 6 for me. I mean, the Preds are going to give them a fight. They already did give them a fight. The Canucks had to score 2 goals in like 20 seconds in order to take the lead in the third the other night, which that was insane. So Preds are a great team. They definitely upgraded at the deadline. They're definitely a playoff team, and they're going to make a deep run in the next couple of years, but this isn't it for them. This isn't the year.
The Predators, I feel like, are always like sneaky good. Like
They are.
People don't really talk about the Predators
Yeah.
much, but like Philip Forsberg has had he's made a pretty good season for himself.
Yeah.
Like they are sneaky good.
great mustache.
Oh, dude.
Great mustache. Great.
He has a great
Phenomenal.
mustache.
Better than Matthews?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Matthews,
I don't like
yeah,
Austin
yeah.
Matthews' mustache.
No, Phil Forsberg just got like pizzazz to it.
Yeah, I said.
He's got a little, he's got
I said
like a
Canucks
little
in
Mario
5 though. Sorry to get off topic of
Yeah,
Phil Forsberg's
yeah.
mustache, but I said Canucks in 5 just because if you ask me, call me crazy, but I think the Canucks are the most solid team this year. I mean,
Rangers.
obviously you see the President's Trophy, but I think all around the Canucks they were right there in the race with them. And I don't think the Preds can do it this year. They don't really have the star power that the Canucks have. They don't have the all-around greatness that they do.
Yeah.
But you saw us. It's really good, though. That one commercial. What are your goals for retirement?
No goals.
No goals. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got anything to add?
I mean, no. I mean, I feel like this series is pretty one-sided. If I'm gonna be honest, the Canucks are a really good team. They started off the year amazingly. They kind of carried it through, and so they're here in the playoffs, and they're about to show the Predators what's good.
Show them what's good.
Show them what's good.
Why don't we show our next matchup for the Western Conference?
All right. This was wild last night, if you guys saw that game.
Yeah.
I was watching it for a little bit. What the heck happened? I checked it. It was 3-3 in the first. Then it was 7-3.
Yeah.
And then it was 7-6. The Jets ended up winning, but I could not follow.
So, Caden.
The Avs. Yeah, I mean, let's be for real here. The Avs are people forget they won the Stanley Cup recently.
Yeah.
That's the past.
They've been plagued by injury. They've been plagued by problems on the team. But I think they are a good playoff team. They can play the playoffs. I mean, last year against the Kraken, screw you, Makar. I don't like you. You saw what they did. They took out McCann, and then the Kraken still won. But I think they have a good chance at running at the playoffs this year. I think they haven't really some guys have moved around, but for the most part, they're pretty similar to where they were as far as a team build, and I think they look very good going into the playoffs. I know the Jets are, they're not. It's not going to be an easy competition.
Oh, no, definitely not, yeah.
I do really like the Jets this year, and if you are a long-term WVTV fan, you will know from the first show we did before Makai was host this year when JP was host, you'll know that I've been Avalanche hater since day one. No, I don't like Cale Makar. He's not a good defenseman. Well, he's a good defenseman. He's just not a defensive defenseman.
Yes.
Which kind of beats the purpose of being a defenseman.
You two love your defensive defensemen.
Yeah,
you
well,
go after
100%.
everybody.
That's the position.
Makar.
Do play a position.
Eric Carlson.
I hate Carlson.
You guys
so
go
much.
after every.
It's because play a position.
Adam
Did
Buck,
you play
why-
with-
you guys.
If you want to shoot goals,
Exactly.
go be a winger.
Exactly.
Go be a
That's
winger.
what I'm saying.
No,
What?
but the point shots are crazy.
I don't care. You're a
Fox's
defensive player.
point shots with
If you-
Kreider in front is lethal.
I just whatever.
Defenseman. Okay. Defenseman will play
Scores goals.
defenseman.
That's
Joe.
50 goal scorer. Chris
Joe.
Kreider to you. 50 goal scorer.
Joe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I
50.
get it. I
Hey,
get it,
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
We got a show to run here. I gotta keep moving.
Not the glasses right
Okay.
off your
So
face.
anyway, let's move to our last matchup here in the West. I believe we have one more. So yes, there is.
Dallas and Vegas.
Do we have any big thoughts on this, or is this just a?
Yeah.
Screw the Knights.
I don't
the
like
Vegas
Vegas.
Gold-
Stars in 4. I'm changing it. Stars in 4.
No. Well, the Vegas Gold. Okay, speak for you. Ryan was talking about them cheating. They are the most stacked team impossibly.
Oh,
like
100%.
the deals they were getting. I was like I feel like every day leading up to trade deadline, I was staring at my phone like, how do they keep doing this? Where are they?
Yeah.
They're pulling money out their butt, and they're just signing everyone on God's green earth, and it's like it's just it's ridiculous. What
Yeah,
are they
Hurdle
doing?
and Hannafin at the deadline.
Like
was
they could place like Ivan Barbashev like on the second line, and that'd be a smart decision. If the Devils had Ivan Barbashev, he'd be their best player. And he's a
And
second
that's
line.
not saying a lot, dude.
He's a second. Ivan Barbashev is a good player. What are you trying to say?
They have so
The
many.
best player on the Devils that's not.
He's the
good.
most
That's
solid.
not
He would be the
good
most solid player on
They
the
just have
Devils.
so many good players. It's like
Yeah.
you look at the roster and it's like, how did this how?
You could say the same thing about Dallas, though.
Yeah,
but
Dallas
Dallas
Such
is
a good
old.
roster.
But
Dallas is
no,
no,
they're
no,
not.
Dallas
No.
retirement home.
No.
Logan
Dallas-
Stankoven, they brought him up and he's great.
Jason Robinson is still
Jason
doing great.
Robinson,
He's
I-
still
Harley's a
doing great.
defenseman.
I don't like Jason.
Why do
Robinson.
you like Jason?
Jason Robertson's like 22, probably.
Rupe Hintz was a crazy playoff performer last
Rupe
year.
Hintz, Miro Heiskanen, and what's the other dude?
What are you
talking about?
Wait, on the no.
I really
yeah,
like
the goalie.
Otter. I will say I really
Oh, no,
like
I gotta think of
Otter,
this guy's name.
Ottinger is actually.
but
gotta
I
think of
really
his
like
name.
Ottinger.
Wyatt Johnston. He's good too.
I'm gonna say I watched the Kraken Stars series last year, and I really just don't think they do. They don't have what it's gonna take to beat this. Let's be honest, super team of like.
Okay, now here's my point. All right. The Rangers did the same exact thing. They stacked up at the deadline. They got Kane, Tarasenko, and somebody
Yes,
else.
but they also had a horrible coach who didn't know how to. He didn't hold.
You're right. Okay,
practice.
you're right. All right, you're right. But still, the Rangers did the same. The Rangers did the same exact thing, and they got knocked out in the first round by those
All right, let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree.
daisies over there.
We're all in agreement. The Stars are going to be the Knights, right?
Yeah.
No.
Not all right, whatever.
Yes, they are.
Anyway, so let's lead into our Eastern matchups and stop wasting time on the West. Let's talk about what everyone cares about. Bruins, Maple Leafs. What do you got?
I love
okay,
this
listen,
series.
Wow.
I'm gonna be
Not
honest.
out,
When I
boys.
picked this, I thought this was gonna be the best series. Watching that first game, eek, I don't know.
Hey, well, it is just the first game. I mean, I know I've been talking
that's
a lot.
true. It's just the first game, but also like Matthews, someone's gonna have to step up here. Something is gonna have to happen because this Boston team, like we talk about, like stacked teams. They were last year most wins in NHL history.
Yeah.
They lost 8 people at the end of the season. Who they are, they do it again. They're basically top of the league. It's like what? It's so insane that like even after losing people, they're still good. Like they had 8 people over 80 points last year. That's ridiculous.
But you know who the Bruins do have? You know
Well,
who
not
they
over
have?
80, over 30. That's my bad. 8 over 80 would be absurd.
Yeah. Do you know who the Bruins do have though?
What?
Devils legend Jesper Boquist.
Okay, what about Kraken legend Morgan Geekie?
Shout out Jesper Brookwas. On
Yeah,
Instagram.
that's a shout out. That's a shout out to my dad. That's his favorite player on the Devils, Jesper Boquist.
Favorite player?
Who's favorite? What?
Okay.
My favorite player is Jesper Boquist. Has nobody ever.
Let's talk about the Leafs. Bruins, boys.
Well, Joe,
yeah.
do you have anything to add? Because I heard these two.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, you got to give the Leafs time. You got to give them their home games at least. I mean,
Here's the thing about the Leafs. I hate the idea of just relying on a core so much. They rely on their core, like that's pretty much their game.
no, you have to rely on your core.
Yes, but I feel like you also need depth, and they
You
can't
need
really
both.
do that.
They need both.
Yeah.
They can't really do that. They lean on.
But you do need to rely
They're
on
top
your core
heavy.
a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
All right, but do you guys
Okay,
think?
good
Do you
point.
guys think they're gonna re-sign Samsonov at the end of the season?
I don't know. They went into deliberation last time. Like,
Yeah.
they almost didn't. It was also deliberation just sucks for anyone. Like, because you're sitting there and the team is saying, "Oh, this is why you're worth less money," and then you have to argue why you're worth more money. The team you're about to play for is telling you why you suck. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, Samsonov.
you know, well-
well, he is their starter, right?
Yeah.
Samsonov.
So, but like, where would they go to get like another like starter right now? Like,
Exactly. That's
you
where
know,
the Devils were
it's kind of
struggling.
hard.
It's a good point. Yeah.
No one else had anything else to
A
add?
lot of good goalies are locked up. That's
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
Bruins and 6.
let's move on to our next
Bruins and
Eastern Conference matchup here. We've got
baby.
Lightning Panthers.
Yeah.
This is going to be the best series.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was thinking that before the series even started. I did watch that game, and that game was freaking close, man.
Dude,
like it was so close up until the end. I mean, what's his name was Bobrovsky was making 15 crazy saves all at once.
Yeah, Sergei Bobrovsky is one of those goalies where he would do like all right one game, and then the next game he's going to do amazing for his team.
I mean, we saw what this Florida team did last year. Yeah. Everybody was laughing after Chuck in the beginning of the season when they said they were going to make the playoffs next year. And they made it this year. They made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. They're a playoff team. They're grinders.
Yeah.
They're going to grind out to the last minute. And they're running up against, this is the immovable force hitting
object hitting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Whatever.
call the.
It's
I
two
wouldn't.
playoff teams that are grinders. They're
I
hard-playing teams.
wouldn't call the Lightning an immovable object.
Yes, but they're two playoff
the battle
teams. These
for
are
Florida,
playoff
so-
I was
yeah.
thinking about this one series because I've right before the playoffs started, I was like, oh my God, we're going to get Bruins, Maple Leafs, and Panthers and Lightning. I was like, the Panthers and the Lightning will be
And
the
Rangers
greatest
Caps.
series. Yeah, whatever.
That's
That's not
Rangers
a
are
good
gonna
series.
That's a rivalry, dude.
It is a rival. It is a
Yeah,
rivalry.
but is there any
series,
doubt?
but the
That's been a
Caps-
rivalry.
All right, let's not talk.
Is
Save
there-
it. Save
all right,
it.
let's don't talk.
Save it. Let's talk about the Lightning.
All right, let me talk.
Sam
You
Bennett-
just talk. Let me
fine,
talk.
go.
All right. If you watched the show last year, you would know that I was not too keen on the Florida Panthers. I almost said Florida Maple Leafs. The Florida Panthers. But this season, they've really proved to me how good they are. They're really they're fighters. They want it. They seem to want it more than everyone. And I think Kachuk is a great leader. He's a great player, and they got so much depth on.
Sam Bennett has been out of his mind.
Not
Sam Reinhart.
Sam Reinhart.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sam
Wrong.
Bennett.
Yeah, wrong
Sam,
Panther.
Sam.
Wrong Panther.
Sam Reinhart. I mean, I have him on fantasy. and
I
he's
have him.
just-
I got him from free agent on fantasy. I was like, this guy's still available. Let me pick him up.
Zach Hyman was a crazy pickup too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
We're talking about Sam
Lightning's-
Reinhart.
Lightning.
Something about the Panthers. Oh yeah.
Sam Reinhart.
Everybody forgets they won the President's Trophy a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that.
Yeah.
Even I forget that.
Well,
But
it's because
yeah.
they took a downturn and but I mean
just
they
did
showed
for a
us they're
little bit.
still that caliber of team. You know?
yeah.
They're still there. They just had a little rough patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we got two more Eastern matchups to cover, and I think the next one should be the Islanders and the Canes. So why don't we show that?
Yeah.
right.
No, this is
I
mean-
easiest pick in the
Yeah.
easiest pick in
Whoa,
the.
whoa.
You saw this series last year. It didn't end very well.
Mr. C or whoever made those graphics said hurricane, not hurricanes. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
ignoring
is
the
it
spelling
Max?
mistake.
Yeah,
Ignoring
it's the
spelling
Hurricanes.
mistake,
Carolina Hurricane.
Yeah.
Carolina Hurricanes. Ignoring the spelling mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hurricanes. Let's just talk about what makes them so good. They're a rush team, and they're so not a rush team, a rush defense team, and they're so good at it. But the Island, that's not going to show itself against the Islanders, which is why another reason why I think this playoff series is going to be so boring. It's because you're playing a really good rush defense team as an outside shooter team, and it's just going to be I don't think it's going to be that great. I mean, I'm open to having my mind changed. I hate the Islanders.
I love the Islanders.
Rather watch grass
No.
grow, but
Yeah.
it's
No,
it's hockey.
This series really sucks for me because I really like the Islanders and I really hate the Canes, but it was just so obvious to me. I really do not like Sebastian Aho Canes, the Canes Sebastian Aho. I don't really have anything against
The
the
Islanders
Islanders
Sebastian
Sebastian Aho. I love this
The better
Islanders team.
Sebastian
I love
Aho.
Barzell. I love
Bo Horvat.
Horvat. Thank you. Sorokin, I think he's the most, I don't want to say underrated, but people don't talk about him enough that they should.
just because he's on a bum team
No,
who literally
he-
relies on him. He's
Yeah,
the
there's
core
also
of their
like
defense.
five. There's also five Russian goalies better than him.
Yeah,
And that's not even
yeah.
goalies. That's
But
Russian goalies.
he's still a good goalie. He's still a really
No,
good
I'm
Yeah,
not saying
very
he's
good.
a bad goalie. He just needs to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, probably.
Run for
Or they need to just help him.
maybe go to the Leafs after they
No,
after they
absolutely
don't
not.
resign.
They better
Samsung.
not. He better not go to the
But
Leafs.
he-
The Leafs.
he
The
would win
Leafs
it.
love their Islander goalies. Then. Holy.
least love a lot of things, and winning is not one of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll make a mess of
so we just talked about the Canes, and you guys would say they're a team that kind of is in a win now situation, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to point that
It's
out.
got to be the year.
So
They're already going. Ooh.
So if they're in a win now, there's a team that's above them that's in the opposite situation, and that's the New York Rangers. But who do they play? They play the Capitals, and I got to hear what my analysts think.
Oh, I thought we already talked about this.
Oh, wow.
No,
We are in a lot of agreements here.
Yeah,
and I like
let's
that.
be honest. Rangers gonna run this one.
Yeah.
Screw Tom Wilson. I hate him. Send him to the Russian gulag. Like, I don't.
The Russian
Russian gulag.
Dude, honestly,
Honestly,
What,
I'm
did you
so
see his post-game interview?
no.
It's like talking like he's not the dirtiest player.
Yeah,
alive.
right.
Like,
Did you guys see Rempe's charging call?
yeah. That was legit. The puck was there, and like.
No, I think he might have taken one stride, glided into the dude,
Yeah. It was,
gave him a little love tap.
all I needed to see was
the refs were like, every year the refs say, oh, this year we're playing it by the book. I know you can never blame a ref for anything,
Just
but
let
it's
him play,
like,
dude.
they were very call happy in the beginning of
They
the
were.
game.
Yeah, they
definitely
fixed it
were.
up though.
I will say I was watching that game for a little bit in the beginning, and I just saw Panarin just deke through someone's legs, and I was
That was so sick. And then he
and I
took
was-
the shot across.
and I was just like, all right, this is all I need to
That
watch.
wasn't even the best
That
one.
was-
Did you see where he made the dude fall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that one.
dude, I literally was in my living room like, get this man a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say they got him in 5 because like Ovi or
It's so tough to
Oshie,
see.
Okay,
yeah,
also,
they're gonna steal the
another
game.
thing with the Canes, not to go back, but it's in relation to the Capitals. They traded Kucherov and Kunechkov, sorry, not
Kuznetsov,
Kucherov. I'm mixing up my names today.
Yeah.
And Kunechkov scored the game-winning goal against the Islanders
wasn't a good
in that
move.
game.
Wasn't a good move.
Yeah, no. I mean,
It's
I
funny.
love-
He got traded and then got sent down. No. He got sent down to the minors and then traded.
But,
And then But no, I mean
Shout out John
Ovi's
Scott.
gonna steal a game somehow. It's probably gonna be at home, but other than that,
Shout out John Scott.
that was off camera, so that was just embarrassing. But
it's my
yeah.
Kunechkov.
This see now wrong guy. All right. No, Ovi's gonna steal a game. Something's gonna happen, but Rangers in 5. That's
Yeah,
all it is.
this, I mean, because this Rangers team is just from head to toe. Like, Wemberg, one of my favorite
Love
players
Wemberg.
on the Kraken, and now he's on the Rangers, and he's doing amazing stuff. Like, I saw some stat, like, that when he was on the ice, there were more shots produced than anyone
Yeah.
else,
Well, I hate to cut you guys off because I know you guys could talk about the Rangers and all day.
Yeah.
Like, you
know.
could talk about that all day. But, we're actually not done on the show. We got one more thing to do. Last time we did the Beyond the Blue Line, we did the Mr. C Challenge. It's the official name for it.
I forgot about this.
It's the official name for it. Mr. C Challenge is back. We got one player this time, not 3. But we got one player for these guys to try and guess because they think they can get redemption. For the
I have a
show when they
question.
win it.
Joe thinks we could get redemption.
Does he
don't wanna
play?
do this.
Does he play for the Utah Hockey Club?
What?
Because that doesn't count.
Yo, you brought up the Arizona Coyotes again.
The Coyotes.
Show.
Last time we had any of these hockey shows, the Coyotes were still a franchise.
I think let's just name the team the Utah.
Unitas.
No, shoot,
The Storm and Mormons, baby.
No, oh, I got it back.
I really like the Yeti. I think
The Utah Coolies.
I like
That's
the
their new name.
I like
The Utah Logan Coolies.
I like the Blizzard, the Utah Blizzard.
That's not bad. That's okay.
Right,
That's not
pretty
bad.
tough.
The
Hey,
Utah Dust Bowl.
That's not bad.
Did the Dust Bowl happen in
Bowl?
Utah?
The Utah Dust Bowl. That's what we're going with.
Utah Dust Bowl.
it's a
that's,
good name.
that's so opposite. Anyway, why don't we show them their first hint for who this player could possibly be?
Undrafted Hall of Fame goalie. Okay,
Okay.
it's not Rick DiPietro.
That's,
But
wow.
wait, are the silhouettes fixed?
No,
Does
no,
he see
they're
balls?
definitely-
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would not.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
okay.
They're not.
Undrafted Hall of Fame goalie. I'm very good with my Hall of Fame
Okay.
goalies.
So-
Rowan was Brodeur undrafted.
I don't think
You're the
I
worst.
think he was drafted.
Caden was. No, Lundqvist
Was
not
maybe
undrafted.
Roberto Lunga? Was he undrafted?
I think we should just get the next.
Yeah,
one.
we have a very good
Alright,
idea.
I mean, yeah, that was a very good clue.
You want the next
Yeah,
one?
go for the
Yeah,
next.
let's-
Yeah,
Let's
go
show
for
them the
the
next. Let's show them hint number 2.
Had 3 50-win seasons for the Maple Leafs in 2004 quarterfinals. Okay, so a Leafs goalie, former Leafs goalie,
Leaf 50.
who's a Hall of Famer.
It was not
So he
drafted.
and he
played.
was undrafted.
Got any
Dude,
leads?
I'm so
Okay,
bad
okay,
with
okay,
Leafs.
okay, okay, okay.
Ben Bishop didn't
Okay,
play
all
on the-
right.
he played on the-
Do you guys know Felix Potvin?
Yes.
Felix Potvin might be
Yeah.
I think that might be the year that he was around.
Was he
for the Leafs.
undrafted though?
He could have been.
Because I think I've used him as maybe as a first round draft pick on a max, but I wouldn't go by that.
No, I really don't think so. But
Okay.
all right,
Yeah,
I think we should
stick with Potvin now. Let's
Keep him in mind.
And then,
because
yeah,
we'll
let's
show you
get
the last
Potvin.
hint. You got
Let's
one
get
more
the
hint
last
to
one.
see.
Let's get this.
Why
That's
don't we
what
show
I'm
him that third hint?
Won his only Stanley Cup with the
Dallas
Dallas.
Stars.
Dallas
91.
Stars. Okay. Marty Turco was a Dallas Stars goalie. Marty Turco.
Do you think
When
he
they
was?
won
That's
the
who.
cup?
Felix Potvin, I don't think that I know he was a King and a Leaf.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think.
don't think he played for.
I don't think he
Marty
played for the Stars.
Marty Turco was the goalie for the Stars in that period.
Okay.
So I think.
I
it's
mean,
Marty
I gotta be
Turco.
honest. I'm not good at my Dallas Stars history. They're like,
I'm not
so I'm down with that.
You get down. You're down with Turco.
I can do
I
it.
mean,
Turco.
like,
I can do it.
I think he played after. I'm trying to remember if he.
I
went to the
definitely
Leafs.
think that Turco played for the Leafs too. Like I think that might be it.
I think
Sounds
I
right.
can picture him in a Leafs jersey.
But I can picture
so.
anyone in a Leafs jersey. I feel like
I guess
everyone's
so.
played for the-
I guess so, but like, I think. I think that's a good guess, even if it isn't him. That's
Yeah.
He's from that period and he did.
All right. I
We're
guess.
going with Turco?
Yeah, we're locking in.
guess?
We're locking in Marty Turco.
Lock it in.
baby.
Let's show him who the player
Come on,
was.
Marty Turco.
Let's go.
And
Belfort, no!
Oh my God! I always forget he's undrafted.
Oh no!
Oh my God! I always forget he's undrafted.
Dude.
For 4.
I have like
on
3
show.
Ed Belfort cards at home.
Oh come on, dude. That's so stupid. I thought I had it.
We're gonna go back there.
Of course, he played for the Leafs.
Of course,
Everybody played
Ed
for the Leafs,
Belfort
right?
played for the
Dude, if
Leafs.
they
I
showed,
really
if
thought it was
you
Marty
talked
Turco.
about the Blackhawks,
If you
I
said
would've gotten it.
Blackhawks, I would be like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's probably the point.
Yeah. But we are. Let's be fair.
That's
the real moral of this is there are so many hockey players and like it's so,
Guessing them is
And Joe,
incredibly
please don't ask for
difficult.
another player when we
Yeah,
go out into the
please.
studio.
We are not.
We're
good at
done.
this.
No, we need.
come up-
need
No,
that
we
shit.
do
Here's
not
the
need
thing,
redemption.
We come up with good guesses. They're
Yeah.
just not the right ones.
Marty Turco. God.
You guys got anything else you want to add before we get off for today?
Yeah, Rangers,
what's up, brother?
Rangers are going all the way. They're gonna finish it. First ever Stanley Cup sweep. They're gonna sweep the entire thing.
They're not
Yeah.
doing that.
Yep, 100%.
It's
4-4,
five.
4-4.
It's gonna be in five.
Stanley Cup champions. Flashbacks of Richter and Leach, and it's.
My man. Yeah, that's it. Also, wait, who's playing the Knights again?
Also, wait. Who is Igor's favorite
Jazz.
goalie? Who is it?
Whoever's
who
playing
is
the Knights
Igor's-
in 4.
Who is Igor's
know,
favorite goalie? Who also they also won the President's Trophy that year, and also I think the
also
Knicks.
Igor?
Were the Knicks also not in the playoffs at the time?
What are we
Also-
talking?
Okay.
Stop.
I got. Okay.
Quiz
Enough. All right.
Everything's
That-
lining up.
All I'm gonna say is that'll be it for today's show. Hope everybody had a good time watching our analysts struggle on Mr. C's challenge. Don't go anywhere don't go anywhere too soon. We will be back once this round is playoff hockey is over. Take care, everybody.
Check your tomorrow.